Hi, I'm Rodney Margison, and I'm an ordinary Hoosier. I am, among other things, a professional photographer. I've been taking pictures professionally for about 35 years, since my senior year in high school. Most of my background is in photojournalism. I've worked for a couple of newspapers, I've done a lot of freelance work, but in the last several years I've gotten away from that and I'm leaning more towards fine art portraiture. My dad was a professional photographer when I was growing up, so I was raised around it. And I still remember walking into his darkroom and smelling the stop bath and the chemistry, and there was just something about that. And then seeing a print come up in the tray for the first time was rather magical to me. And then, I don't know, junior high, early high school, you start wondering what you're going to do with the rest of your life. At one point I decided being a photographer would be really nice for me as well. So I made that decision and I went to my dad and I said that I wanted to be a photographer, and he took me under his wing and taught me the ropes. I think in the beginning what really captured me was news photography, really. I became passionate about journalism and the visual elements in that. The very first thing I did when I bought my first professional camera, I went to a high school basketball game and took pictures and ended up getting published in the local newspaper the next day. So sports photography has been a passion of mine. So that was kind of what got me started, was that element of the news and the sports. I've been afforded the opportunity to witness history, historical characters, and photograph them, and it's been very, very fascinating. It's made me pleased with some of the things that I've been able to be a witness to. What makes a good photo is something that when the viewer looks at it, they feel something. They don't just see something, they feel something. They feel what the person in the photograph is feeling. They feel what me as the photographer felt when I captured the photograph. They feel empathy. They feel excitement. They look at the photo and they place themselves into the context of the photo somehow. Ansel Adams was a very great landscape photographer, and he's known for commenting, or rather responding, when someone has said, "But there's no people in your photographs." He said, "Oh, but every photograph has two people in it, the photographer and the viewer." And so whether I'm photographing something with no people in it or if I'm photographing something with 10 people in it, there's always two extra people in that photo. It's the photographer with his vision, my vision, and then what the viewer brings to the photograph is an interpretation of what they're seeing. So I think that's what makes a good photograph. Photography, like anything, is a constant learning experience. Anyone who is an expert in any field, anyone who strives to be an expert in any field, will tell you that they will never know it all. And the best of those are constantly learning, constantly trying to learn. And part of learning is not just learning how to do something different or do something better. It's learning how to master something and learning how to adapt and grow. And I feel that that's what my photography has done lately in the last 5, 6, 7 years. It's grown and it's adapted to changes in my artistic vision. My visual literacy has increased a lot in the last few years, and I'm able to see photographs different. I'm able to look at art different. I'm able to make connections now better than ever before between what I want to create and what I can create. Over the years, my favorite thing to shoot has really evolved. It's funny because when I was shooting news photography all the time, I just didn't like taking pictures of people that much. I felt like I was intruding on their lives. And now, that's what I want to take pictures of more than anything. I love taking pictures of people. I love taking pictures of their personalities. Trying to capture with my camera something very special about them. I'm constantly challenging myself to find that in a person. I think that that everyone is beautiful, and I want to capture what that beauty is in them. A lot of people are made to feel bad about the way they look because of their size, because of their the shape that they're in, and I think everyone deserves to be comfortable in their own skin. And as a photographer, I feel that I can contribute to helping them feel that way. If I can make beautiful pictures of someone and make them feel beautiful in the process, and make them like what they see, what I create, then I've succeeded. Why photography? Because I have to. I could not be the person I'm supposed to be if it were not for photography. It's what I think about when I have any time to think about anything other than what's going on at that very moment. It's what I read about. It's what I dream about, what I look forward to. It is a part of my core being. So why photography? Because if not photography, then I'm not me. You know, they say that the person who does what he loves will never work a day in his life. And when I'm taking pictures, that's how I feel. When I'm creating art with my cameras, that's how I feel. And it's an awesome, awesome feeling.